Welcome back, LTS. Let's talk sports. And before the break, I mentioned red, black, and white, right? So here I am today. I'm trying to match the guests right now. Now, when I was younger, you know, I actually played football, and I thought I'm gonna grow up to be like one of them. And here I am, grown, and I'm
Not
not
like
one
that.
of them, but I'm getting to interview them. But here with me is Maylee Atin Johnson, and she is the captain, and she's also a forward midfielder for Trinidad and Tobago women's national team. And with her is Erin King. She is defender and midfielder. So I'm going to ask her how that works, right? Ladies, welcome to the program.
Thank you. Good
So,
day.
captain, how did you become the captain, though? Let me ask.
I ask myself the same thing too, right? You know, maturity definitely came a long way.
Right.
And I guess my personality and my passion and competitive nature,
Right.
you know, a lot of the girls look up to me, and I guess that was one of the reasons why I was selected.
How long have you been playing?
Yes, I have a lot of mileage on me, right? But over a decade now, I started at 11, 12.
Don't sell out your age, though.
I'm fine.
Okay,
I'm
okay,
28.
good.
I don't look like 28, so I'm okay with saying my age. But yeah, I started at St. Agnes Anglican School,
Right.
best primary school in the world. But yeah, I started there at the age 11. I'm here now.
All right, nicely. And Aaron, was it pretty much the same for you in terms of starting off in primary school, or?
No, I started much younger. I started when I was 5 years old.
Wow.
So, yeah. And I'm
So-
23.
You all just freely say age.
Yeah,
So,
we're not the typical ladies, right?
I mean, yeah. And so this would have been what, preschool?
Yeah,
I mean, at
we
5,
said kindergarten.
kindergarten. Wow. And of course, I know you are. Let me see if I get it right, because I know your captain phrased it nicely earlier on. You were born in Canada, but you bleed red, black, and white,
to the
right?
bone, yeah.
Yeah. So give me a bit of you as a Canadian, well, a Trini Canadian. Of course, is it soccer in Canada as well?
Soccer, yeah.
How unfortunate. But what was that experience like playing growing up?
It was good. I started when I was 5, as I said, and I started competitively when I was about 9.
Right.
And then I got selected into our provincial program, which is like the top athletes in our region when I was about 13, 14.
Right.
So, yeah, and I went into national camp with them at U17.
Right. Now, who is the Trini? Mom or dad?
My mom.
Your mom.
Yes.
So what made you say you know what, I think I wanna play for Trinidad?
Well, I didn't get selected with the Canada U17 team.
Right.
Which was kind of disappointing, but at the same time, I'm kind of glad it happened because I got to meet these ladies. And yeah, so.
You got to,
Yeah.
from there you just took it, you decided you're going to
that
do Trinidad.
one opportunity goes away and another door opens. So,
Definitely. And what has the experience been like for you on the national team itself, from when you started to now? Have you seen any changes or maybe growth with the team, with the ladies?
I mean, it's been fantastic. I myself, as I said, a lot of maturity
Right.
has taken place over the years, even with a lot of the other players, you know. We've come a long, long way, especially, you know, with the way we carry about ourselves and
Right.
stuff. But there's been a lot of growth.
Right.
We've, you know, started when we sleeping in Larry Gomes on the ground and these things. So a lot has been better. Thanks to Jamal Shabazz, he took the program from here and brought it up
Helped to
here.
bring it up.
So it's been good to see.
Good to see. And I know we're going to talk a lot about the event in the next segment, but how are you guys shaping up for that, or what are some of the things that you're putting in place towards that tournament itself?
With this tournament
Yeah.
coming up, I mean, we've been to Houston. You know, I think that was a very good step by the federation.
Right.
And we've done a lot of preparation over there.
Right.
And I think leading up to this tournament, you know, we don't want to overlook this tournament. As I said in the past, you know, we believe we are the #1 in the Caribbean,
Right.
and there will be a target on our back. Everyone will be aiming at us. But I think we as players, we hold each other accountable.
Right.
And, you know, we're just going to go there. It's going to be a fun, exciting time for the country. I think they're going to see the talent that we have.
Right.
There's going to be a lot of excitement and creativity on the field. So then they can go and compare us to the guys. So, yeah, it'll be fun.
So, as you mentioned that, though, do you guys think that as female footballers, maybe just in Trinidad, do you think it's not taken as seriously as probably the Pro League would be taken?
I mean, without a doubt, and I mean, we're national team, so we're going to compare us with the men's team. As I said in the past, you know, we believe that we're always the stepchild of the TTFA. And I hope Mr. Timke and Sheldon are listening, that, you know, they change that perception.
Right.
Because that's what we have of them.
Right.
But they definitely have done working in the right direction to change that. And we want to thank them for that.
All right. Now, Erin, I know that you are, actually it's not Erin, you know, it's Karen, but we're gonna talk with her after. She's right there looking at me, and I almost brought her into the conversation there, but you get to see in the second segment. In terms of schooling, what college did you attend? And
I did firefighting at Centennial back in Toronto.
Toronto, okay,
Yes.
okay. And how long? So you live in Canada, right?
Yes.
Get that straight. Right,
Yes.
good. So you would usually come down when we
Yeah.
have competitions.
They send me in for training camps or
Right.
friendlies or whatever is going on. Yeah.
And in terms of, if I may ask, in terms of the financial aspect, tickets and all of that, is it covered by, dare I say, TTFA?
Yes, correct.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
covered.
Yes.
Oh, that sounds great.
Yeah.
I mean, not so bad for a stepchild, you know. They ensure
Yeah,
that they come to spend time with the parents.
Yeah, but it's hard at the same time because like they cover costs and stuff like that, but to come down and to live on my own or whatever the case
Right.
may be, I don't get that type of financial support. So for me to leave home where I could be working to come down, like I don't mind the sacrifice, but at the same time,
Right.
some of the players aren't compensated when they come
Right.
down, so yeah.
Okay, I get that. And I know earlier on, you were telling me about well, you guys just came back from, what was it?
Houston.
Houston, right. Tell me a bit about that. What was the experience like? What were some of the things that you all did?
It was really good. It was hot.
Sun was
Very,
different.
very hot.
Sun
It
is
was
different.
humid. It was, and we had 2 days. But I think what was most important was the preparation part of it, the
Right.
on-field aspect, where Coach Waljon came in and did an excellent job.
Right.
You know, things that we haven't done in the past. You know, he introduced it to us.
Right.
Things that we take for granted, he emphasized and pay a lot of attention to details on. So it's been good, and it's just for us to go there, and we're looking at this tournament, we're going to go into it well prepared and confident.
Nicely. Do you think we get, though, the women enough friendlies with international teams?
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Yeah. For us, you know what? We want to compete with the best,
Right.
which is the US and Canada and Mexico. And in order for us to compete at that level, we need to get games at that level on a
Definitely.
consistent basis,
Yeah.
because those teams play each other, I mean, probably 6, 7 times a year, even
Right.
if not more, you know. And for us to even get a chance to get at a level, we need to get games on a consistent basis at that level. So.
And of course, for that to happen, that would be the organization between TTFA rather,
Yeah.
itself and the governing bodies for them.
Yep.
What, apart from that though, what are some things that you think could be put in place for the women's team to take us to that level, like USA and all these other teams? What do you think as an athlete, what is missing? What is the
I
missing
mean, if
link?
you benchmark from those teams, you know, in America, football, women's football tops men's football over
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
you know.
Turnout is-
And, you know, we need to, and, you know, it's not only the federation alone. It comes on to the players as well.
Right.
We need to, regardless of if we're getting money or not, you know, professionalism is not all about money, it's
Yeah.
about a mindset.
Yep.
You know, and we need to, we know that women's football in Trinidad is not sustainable. So we have to use this tournament that's coming up, and the CONCACAF to try and make it sustainable,
Right.
and get you know, the government involved, get corporate sponsorship
support.
and these things. But without a doubt, you know, it all boils down to everything is tied into finances.
Right, yeah, at the end of the day, because you have to get, everything
Yeah.
is a cost.
Yeah, it is a
Whether
cost,
or
so.
not. Okay, nicely. And so I'm trying not to talk about the event, but everything, I'm going straight to it, and every
You
time
go
I try
right
to say.
ahead.
Now, I wish I could pull her on. Karen is at the side there, and she's go ahead, go ahead. But her turn is going to come, and I'm going to be giving her all the questions. Right. So in terms of so you have that down. In terms of practice. I know you can't sell out too much, but what are there any changes in terms of? Do you guys sit back and look at videos and say, all right, so this is their play strategy, and so we're gonna play more defensive, or we're gonna play more? Does it work like that?
Well, in the past, we haven't done anything like that.
Right.
And I think that is another aspect that Coach Randy will bring to us. You know, he will
Right.
show us how to analyze games.
Right.
And, you know, set exactly what you just said. You know, see what we need to do in order to compensate for what the other team is doing
Right.
as well. So that is exactly what he will bring to it. A lot of new, creative, futuristic type
Right.
thinking.
What do you think is as a team? What was our strong point as a team?
Speed on the wings,
Speed.
creativity as well in the middle. So yeah, it's going to be fun. I think a lot of people are going to be surprised, and we look forward to seeing Trinidad and Tobago come and support us.
Nicely. And of course, I know they're going to come out in numbers.
Yeah, I believe in them.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
people are listening right now and calling up and like, hey, we're going to
We need them to be the 12th man on the field.
which is
So,
very important. Now, can you, I just want to go back to Erin a bit there. From all your years of playing, and I mean, you have some years under your belt, you said you started at 5. What would you say would be your most memorable experience?
I'd say winning a tournament called the Rocky Mountain Cup when I represented Team Ontario.
Right.
It's playing against all the different provinces in Canada, so it's the top players across the whole nation. So yeah, I think that was most memorable because we went undefeated, conceded no goals, so it was
Throughout the entire tournament?
yeah. So
Wow.
as a youth player, that was an amazing atmosphere, and it's when I actually realized that I want to play at a competitive level and against the best players, and that's where my dream for participating in a World Cup came about. So yeah.
Nicely. What would you say to parents though? Because when I was growing up, as much as I loved football, my mother did not love football, so that was a no-no. Sports, do something else. What would you say? What would you say to parents first of all to encourage them?
I think just let your child do what they want and like their passion. Like, I mean, a lot of people. It depends on where you come from. Some people they just do it for fun, but some people, for kids, it's to stay out of trouble. So I mean, if
Right.
that's what they love to do and it's keeping them out of trouble, let them follow what they love to do.
Right, because of course it's a positive avenue,
Yeah.
as you said, and what people don't realize is
And
an athlete, it's not just that physical, it's a mental, it's everything, it's a holistic development, especially when you're with a team, everybody, you're one, you're a family.
Yeah, and sport also opens doors for scholarships and
Definitely,
and jobs,
most
so,
importantly.
yeah.
So education, everything is
Yes.
covered there.
Yeah.
And what would you say to the young ladies who may be looking and saying, hey, you know, I want to get there. What would you say to them to encourage them?
work hard. It's hard, you know. You see just the front line, but there's a lot of things behind the scenes to
Right.
get where you want to be. So to not give up on what they want to do.
Captain, any words to encourage them?
You know, I would say, you know, follow your dreams and not the crowd.
Right.
Be someone who stands out and not fits in. And, you know, follow your heart. You know, if that's your passion, go for it. Yeah.
Definitely. So we're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we get to see Karen Forbes, who's at the side there, you know, cheering us on and encouraging me to give them questions. So we're going to take a short break and come right back. LTS, let's take a break.